You know what's crazy? We live in a time where people think being available 24/7 is a sign of love, loyalty, or ambition. But the truth is, it's the biggest reason you're exhausted, unappreciated, and invisible. You keep saying yes to everything and everyone, hoping it'll make you valuable. But what if being less available actually made you more powerful? Let me ask you something. When was the last time someone truly missed you? When was the last time your absence made noise? Most people never get to experience that because they never disappear long enough to be missed. They're always there, always answering, always showing up, always available. And in being everywhere, they become ordinary. Napoleon Hill once wrote, "Power grows out of organized effort." He wasn't just talking about business. He meant that your energy, your time, your attention, they're your most valuable forms of power. And when you give them away too easily, you lose control of your life. Think about it. You wake up and your phone already owns you. Texts, emails, notifications. People pulling at your energy before you even take your first breath consciously. You're not living. You're reacting. You've turned your availability into your weakness. But here's the truth that nobody wants to hear. The more available you are, the less you're respected. Why? Because scarcity creates value. The rarest metals, the most expensive cars, the finest art, all of them are valued because they're limited. You, my friend, are no different. When everyone can reach you, interrupt you, drain you, you become common. Hill talked about controlled attention, the ability to focus your energy only on what matters. Imagine if you stopped answering every call, every message, every demand on your time. Imagine if you started filtering your access like a billionaire filters meetings. That's not arrogance, that's self-respect. Look at the people you admire most: Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Oprah, Warren Buffett. None of them are available. You can't just call them up, text them, or waste their time. They live intentionally. Their energy is guarded like gold. You think that's coincidence? No, that's discipline. Let me be honest with you. Being available all the time is a trauma response. Somewhere deep down, you're afraid of being forgotten. You say yes because you fear rejection. You answer instantly because you want approval. You stay reachable because you want to feel needed. But that's not strength. That's emotional slavery. You have to stop living like a convenience store that's open 24/7. You are not supposed to be available for everyone's needs. You are supposed to protect your purpose, your peace, your priorities. Hill said, "The man who does more than he is paid for will soon be paid for more than he does." But doing more doesn't mean being available for nonsense. It means doing more for your purpose, not for other people's comfort. Do you ever wonder why people stop texting you when you stop initiating? Why they disappear when you set boundaries? It's because your availability was the glue holding one-sided relationships together. The moment you stop giving free energy, people reveal their real intentions. Some were there for your presence, others were there for your access. And that's when you learn one of life's hardest truths. You lose nothing by walking away from people who only valued your availability. You gain peace, power, and self-respect. Let me tell you a story. There was a young entrepreneur who worked day and night, replying to every client, every email, every request instantly. He thought that's how you build reputation. But the more available he became, the more people used him, not respected him. One day he got burned out, took a week off without telling anyone. When he came back, his inbox was full of "Where are you?" and "We need you." For the first time, he realized his silence created demand. People suddenly valued what they once took for granted. That's the paradox of absence. When you stop showing up, you start standing out. Napoleon Hill called this the law of contrast. He said you can only appreciate success after failure, happiness after pain. Likewise, people only value presence after absence. If you want to be respected, step back. If you want to be wanted, stop chasing. If you want to be seen, stop standing in everyone's face. So why do we fear being unavailable? Because we equate it with loneliness. But solitude and loneliness are not the same. Solitude is where you recharge. Loneliness is when you forget who you are. When you choose solitude, you stop seeking validation and start creating value. You become the kind of person whose silence speaks louder than other people's noise. Ask yourself, what could you create if you weren't constantly distracted by other people's problems? What could you build if you took all the energy you give away and invested it in yourself? Hill believed that everything begins with a definite purpose. But how can you have a purpose if your time belongs to everyone else? Your dream can't breathe in chaos. It needs space. It needs focus. It needs you fully, not divided among 10 meaningless conversations. Here's a secret that successful people know. Your inaccessibility creates intrigue. When people can't easily reach you, they wonder what you're doing. And that curiosity increases your perceived value. It's not manipulation, it's human psychology. Scarcity makes people pay attention, broadcasting your every move. Stop being predictable. Stop replying instantly. Let people wait. Let them wonder. Let them realize you're not a background character in their story. You're writing your own. When you stop being available, you discover something magical. Your mind clears. You hear your own thoughts again. You start to feel peace. You're no longer emotionally exhausted by the constant noise of people who contribute nothing to your growth. You start making decisions for yourself, not out of guilt or pressure, but out of purpose. Hill said, "The man who controls his mind may direct it to whatever ends he desires." You can't control your mind if it's constantly interrupted. Every notification is a thief stealing seconds of your life. You think it's small, but over time, it becomes your entire day, your entire focus, your entire life. You wonder why you're not where you want to be. It's because you keep answering when the world calls instead of when your destiny does. And I get it. You want to be kind. You don't want to seem rude. But understand this. Boundaries are not cruelty. Boundaries are clarity. You're not saying, "I don't care about you." You're saying, "I care about myself too." Start with small steps. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Don't respond immediately to everything. Learn to let silence answer sometimes. You'll notice something strange. People will begin to treat you differently. They'll listen when you speak. They'll respect your time. Because when you're no longer easy to reach, you become worth reaching. Hill's entire philosophy was built on the power of decision, deciding who you want to be, what you want to give, and what you will no longer tolerate. Decide today that your time is sacred. Decide that not everyone deserves access to you. Decide that your availability is not free anymore. It's earned. You don't need to announce your new boundaries. Just enforce them. You don't owe explanations for your silence. Let your absence speak for itself. Some people will misunderstand you. They'll call you cold, distant, arrogant, but that's only because they benefited from your availability. Don't explain, don't defend, just evolve. Eventually, you'll notice that your circle gets smaller, and that's a good thing. Quality always beats quantity. You'll have fewer people, but they'll be the right ones. The ones who respect your space, your energy, your goals. This is what Napoleon Hill meant when he said, "Your only limitation is the one you set up in your own mind." You've set up the limitation that you must be everywhere for everyone at all times. But the truth is, you only need to be available for one person, the future version of yourself. Imagine that future version, the one who's calm, focused, financially free, respected, and peaceful. That person didn't get there by saying yes to everything. They got there by saying no, gracefully, firmly, consistently. So here's a question for you. Who would you be if you stopped being available for distractions? How much money, peace, and confidence are you losing because you're always accessible to things that don't matter. You can't build an empire with your phone buzzing every 5 minutes. You can't write your story if you're reading everyone else's. You can't find purpose when you're lost in other people's plans. The moment you stop being available, you'll notice life slowing down, not because you're doing less, but because you're finally doing what matters. You'll start saying things like, "I don't have time for that." Not because you're busy, but because you're selective. Your time is your currency. Spend it like it's limited, because it is. Every yes you give takes a piece of your future. Every unnecessary conversation steals a bit of your clarity. Every moment you stay reachable for the wrong people delays the right opportunities from finding you. So stop explaining, stop apologizing, stop being available for things that don't grow you. You are not required to attend every drama you're invited to. You are not obligated to reply instantly. You are not responsible for fixing everyone else's mess. You are responsible for one thing: guarding your mind and building your dream. When you finally learn to protect your energy, something magical happens. Life starts to align. You attract peace. You attract respect. You attract better opportunities because your energy now says, "I'm not desperate." Hill once said, "If you do not conquer self, you will be conquered by self." That means if you don't master your own boundaries, your need to be available will destroy you. So let today be the day you stop living for everyone else. Be unreachable for gossip. Be unavailable for drama. Be inaccessible to negativity. Be available only to peace. Be available only to purpose. Be available only to growth. And when people ask, "Why don't you pick up like you used to?" tell them, "I stopped being available for things that make me unavailable to myself." That's how you take your power back. That's how you go from being ignored to being respected. That's how you transform from noise into presence. Because sometimes the loudest statement you'll ever make is your silence. Now disappear into your purpose and watch how the world begins to notice the absence of the old you.